Hello and welcome to the final episode of Topham Chats. My guest this week is Raph. Hey man, how's it going?
How's it going, Topham? How are you? 100 episodes. Jesus, man.
I know. 100 episodes, and I've had you on a fair bunch of times, so I'm just like, better get Raph back on, catch up with him, because it's certainly been a while since I last had you on, and at the same time, things are moving forward. We've got RTX coming up.
Yes, we need to have our pre-RTX chit chats.
I know. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff going on. It is episode 100, and I have said yes, this is the final episode. I'm starting a new podcast next week, so I'm going to be moving over to that. It's going to be called the Easily Excitable Podcast. There's going to be a website.
Sounds
that's
like
going to be
my
slightly different.
kind of thing.
I know. I get so excited about things. So I was like, oh, might as well call it something like that. And then I was like, okay, call it Easily Excitable. And then I went and looked online, tried to see if there's anything up with the same name, and there's not. So I'm just like, screw it, I'll take it. Gonna get a Libsyn account, so it's gonna can get distributed on like all the places.
Oh man, so this is going really legit.
I'm going like proper serious try-hard mode.
That's awesome. I'm excited.
So,
I'm very excited.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm like working over the next week to get that all up and running, so that when I do get to the point where I'm just like, new podcast, I'm gonna try and keep it. I don't even want there to be a break in the content. I want it to be, I finished this podcast this week, next week I've got the next podcast coming up.
Well,
it's ready to go.
If you need graphics or anything like that, there's a guy that I know that could, he could work some things out for you.
Yeah, at the moment I'm just trying to get some pictures. I'm going with my dad tomorrow to get some pictures.
Oh, nice.
For like covers and everything. So like when you look, like there's a bit at the top of the page and then things scroll above it. So me and him are going out getting some pictures, and we're going to try and put some stuff together. If I need any advanced stuff, I know the people to talk to. So yes,
awesome.
So yeah, that's been consuming the last week and a bit of my life. I've just been like, okay, this is what I want to do. I'm going to tie it into the music project I'm working on as well, and I'm just trying to get everything into like a coordinated, unified bit going forwards. And I can also like host my blog on the site. I'm still going to post it on Rooster Teeth because that's where I started. But I feel like I want to try and make some headway in a different space. So I'm just like, okay, why not make my own website and go from there and see what I can do. So yeah, I'm just going to try and put things together. And I know that this podcast, like originally you came on because I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to interview various people from around the Rooster Teeth community. And I was like, okay, it evolved from me talking to a different person every week to me having the same group of people on again and again. And I'm like, I'm not sticking true to the original vision that I had, so maybe I should change the name of the podcast, go for a rebranding, and then I'll be much more comfortable with the content that I'm putting out under the podcast banner.
That makes sense. A lot of people, I feel like, get kind of stuck in that initial idea of what they had. And even though it doesn't stick to it as the project progresses, they still tend to stick to it. So it's cool seeing you acknowledging that it's not going where you initially had wanted it to go.
Yeah.
But taking that step further and making something else out of it. And you know what? That's fucking awesome, dude. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Yeah, so like I said, I've been doing it for 100 episodes, and I've spoken to many, many different people. And I realized probably like a year ago at this point, I was like, oh, I like having the same people on again and again. And I think I should go in that direction while I was like trying to find new people, and it just became a bit challenging to find like new people that were willing to spend like half an hour, 45 minutes of their time to just chat to someone one-off interview as well. And like it was difficult trying to put all the questions together as well. I like had a set format to go through, and I've obviously since then I've now got like different people I talk to, and we talk about different things like, whenever we're chatting. But I've clearly strayed very far away from the original format I set out. And as such, I just wanted to get away from it, start fresh, and like you said, people do get stuck in their way, like, oh, I'm doing this, I might as well do this forever. Like, you don't necessarily need to do that. Rebranding and changing things around works because people are like, because people change. And
exactly.
Yeah, you've got to evolve.
And it only makes the content better.
With the stuff you're doing. Yeah, definitely. So, yeah, now I'm just like, okay, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing going forwards, and I've got a whole plan for myself of what I want to achieve. So things are looking good for me. How have you been? How have things been going? And I'm pretty certain you're going to RTX, and as such, we can talk about that too.
Wait, hold on. What's RTX?
What is RTX?
I
wonder.
I don't think I've ever heard of RTX. I don't know what that is. What's a Rooster Teeth?
What is a Rooster Teeth?
Yeah, I am absolutely going back to RTX. I have been taken back onto the Guardian crew. I am a PA again this year.
Nice.
So you will definitely see me this summer.
Awesome.
So I will definitely be there, and we'll be hanging out on the days. Well, again, you know how my schedule was last year, because we shared a room. So you know I was like out of the fucking room at like super early, and I didn't come back till super late.
Yeah.
So you know how that is. But we will find time and we will hang out. And
we absolutely will.
I've been great, man. Like, and a semester happened.
Yeah.
Didn't end exactly the way I wanted it to. Just because some classes were a little bit more choppy than I had expected.
Yeah.
But I am doing quite well. Like, I can't complain. Things are alright.
Cool. Let's jump into RTX. So you're going to RTX. You're
yes.
You're working as a PA like you were last year.
Correct.
Do you have any tips or hints for people going to RTX who's going to be a Guardian in case they happen to listen to this?
Oh, man.
Win?
First of all, wear comfortable shoes. This goes. I feel like this is a general tip for like anybody going to RTX. Wear comfortable shoes. Have water with you because you will get parched. There's a lot of walking, and the shoes will help you with all the walking that you'll do.
And it'll be like 100 degrees outside.
Yes.
So
and other stuff like Guardians, they know where to go to for like typical things like what they need. It really kind of varies from team to team. So I rather not say anything because again, it's one of those things. The team leads know what their soldiers, I want to say in this case, need. So they will post that. But yeah, for attendees, absolutely water and comfortable shoes because it gets hot, and especially because it's not in August this year; it's in July. It's gonna be fucking hot as hell.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is gonna be your first July 4th in New York, in America, right?
Yeah. Well, so I'm flying in with Rachel and Cooper to Texas on the Thursday, which is still this month technically.
So you're flying in on the
30th.
30th, okay.
Yeah, on the 30th.
Okay.
Then I'm there all weekend, and then we leave on the Monday. So on July 4th, we're flying back to Georgia.
Okay, so you're still staying around.
Yeah, so I'm in America from the 25th? Yeah, the 25th of June to like the 9th of August. No.
Ooh.
July, 9th of July.
Oh, I was going to say, like,
I'm not there for like
if you're there for that long, I might as well try and make my way down to Georgia.
Unfortunately not. I'm just forgetting the order of months because we're not recording this at like 1:20 in the morning, and I've not been up for super long.
Oh man, I felt so bad this morning. I worked around like 50 something hours this week.
Yeah.
And I'm not used to, like, because of the way my school schedule set up and my work schedule set up, I have a day between, like, so it's work, school, work, school.
Yeah.
And this week I was covering shifts to make sure that I have somebody to cover me for when I'm in at RTX. So basically I spent, like, I was at work Sunday, I had one day off, and then from Tuesday to Friday, I was in for 11-hour shifts.
Oh, ouch.
And I was just like, I was so exhausted. I woke up this morning and I felt so bad. I'm like, fuck. I set like 6 alarms wanting to wake up super early just to make sure that like we get it knocked out because I was like, man, you're coming back from a show. You're probably going to be exhausted. I want to do you that solid and not make you stay up. And I woke up, I was like, no, I failed him.
Don't worry.
Bad.
Yeah, so that happened, but now it's like, it's been after the show. So I went to see AC/DC today, and it was a pile of hot wanky garbage because a lot of their songs sound the same. It was really loud, so it was really muddy. So it didn't really cut through as to what song they were playing. It would take a while to get into it, and they played a lot of songs I didn't really know. But the crowd was awesome, and it was a great atmosphere. So you know.
Did they play "Shake Me All Night Long"?
Yes.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Yeah, they played that. Thunderstruck. They played nearly all of the famous songs. The only song that I wanted to see them play that they didn't was "Rock and Roll Ain't Noise Pollution."
Really?
But,
I feel like that's like one of the more popular ones.
Yeah, and then they played a bunch that I didn't know, so I was like, I don't know what they're doing. So, yeah, but they played Whole Lot of Rosie, and me and my dad both sang along the whole way through the song, and that's like
nice.
Combined our favourite songs. So it was just like, oh, this is awesome. And yeah, we had a great time, and yeah, got on the train, came back, and it's been a pretty cool day. What have you been playing recently, games wise and streaming wise?
Well, so on streams, I've been playing Resident Evil 4 because that is a game that I never got to play when I was younger. I bought a GameCube when I was younger, specifically to play Resident Evil 4 because I heard all that hype when I was younger.
Yeah,
I'm saying it when I was younger a lot. I guess I'm feeling old lately.
Yeah, same here, man. Same here.
So anyway, when Resident Evil 4 first came out, I didn't get a chance to play it. I picked up a GameCube to play it, and I ended up never picking it up. And recently, it was on sale on a Humble Bundle for like $10, along with a whole bunch of other stuff and another Resident Evil game. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna play it. First stream that I did, I was 6 hours in, and I didn't want to put it down because it was so good. I was like, yes. The hype actually like lived up to it, and it's so good. It's a really fun game. Awesome. And then every other night since the release, I've been playing Overwatch. It's kind of becoming an addiction. It's kind of a thing.
I've heard that from quite a few people. They're just like, oh, I just played a bit of Overwatch. And
yeah, it's.
They look back at it, they're like, oh, I was playing for 4 hours and I didn't realize.
Yep, it's really becoming one. Like it reminds me of the days when I used to just kind of, play Counter-Strike when I was in Poland at internet cafes and just mindless multiplayer, and it's so much fun. Blizzard is doing an amazing job. It's great.
yeah.
I'm also kind of working through Dark Souls 3. That's okay. Like every other day or like whenever I get a chance, I'll play some Dark Souls 3. I'm mostly playing it co-op as my first run through, so I always wait around either for Jordan, who gave me the game. He's another PA. He's Miles's PA, or Rowan, who is one of my best friends. I'm playing with them too, and that's been a great experience as well. I'm really enjoying that.
Where are you up to in it? Because I've been playing through it, and I think I'm very close to the end.
Right now, last I played with Jordan, we killed the Abyss Watchers.
Oh, okay, yeah. Abyss Watchers is.
That was an amazing fucking battle. Like Rowan got me through lighting the torches, and then I played the battle with Jordan. It was fucking phenomenal. I love that. Like the music was amazing. The whole setup of the boss battle was just really crazy. Like I was not expecting like the extra people popping up. It was so cool. Yeah. And then so we made it through the catacombs, and then we went to fight the old Demon King. And it was pretty late, and he just kept wiping us, so we just called it a night there. So that's where I'm at right now.
Okay. I got to the old Demon King. Like, I found the old Demon King, and I wasn't expecting it to be what it was. But also, I got to it way late in the game. I'd made it to the point I'm at now, and I just went back and had a look around to try and find this area. Went into it, and it's designed for the point you're at in the game.
Yeah.
And not for the point I'm at in the game, because I beat it first time with no assistance. And I was like, oh, that was pretty easy. I wonder... And people are like, oh, no, this is a bit tougher because it's supposed to be earlier in the game.
Yeah.
I'm at like level 78 or something like that, and I just stomped it. And I was like, oh.
Well, it's also like the boss isn't even really that hard. It's just, like, again, it was late, and he just like, there was sometimes he would just pull some bullshit, and it would like, he would wipe Jordan immediately, and then I'd be left, and I'm not that great at Dark Souls. So my rolls are like just complete shit. And then like, I would always get caught in that ring that he does whenever he slams the staff into the ground. Yeah. And it's like, we attempted at least like, it had to have been like 10 or 12 times. And then it was like 1 in the morning. I'm like, dude, I need to stop. This is just not happening. I lost 10,000 souls, which I was upset about, but I was like, I'm tired. If we keep pushing through with this, it's just going to be an all night thing. And I feel like we're just going to, the only way we'd be able to beat this is on pure luck. So it's like, we'll call it for another night.
Fair enough. Yeah, I had a good time like running through that area, mainly because, like I said, I've been much higher level than I need to be to go through that area. So it's just like, oh, this is supposed to be challenging. It's just I just missed the bit where it's supposed to be. Like,
yeah,
it should be relatively difficult, but the way I play is just like run through areas. It's one thing as well that's really easy to miss because
well, I feel like
you're supposed to trigger something. As far as I remember.
Well, right before him, it was going into there was one of those demon things originally, and then it was like a small hallway, and then eventually it was the old demon king. At least that's what I remember.
Old demon king.
But
okay.
I feel like that. You know what? I feel like there's a lot of that in Dark Souls though. There's like these little tidbits in here and there that like you could really easily miss, which is really cool. And then Rowan was telling me because he pretty much told me the endings already. Because I'm not like into the lore as much. So like that I'm just playing it just like enjoy the game and like whatever I pick up I pick up.
Yeah.
He told me a lot of cool stuff that goes down in the catacombs and like your choices. I'm like, oh shit, that's actually really fucking awesome. Like this game, there's a lot of good stuff if you really pay attention to it and you're really like willing to dedicate yourself to it. It's a wonderful series.
Yeah, I'm. That's one of the reasons that I completely adore the original Dark Souls, and as such, Dark Souls 3 continues that tradition. Dark Souls 2 was a bit weird, so...
Was it like they were trying to like be innovative and like add new stuff, or...
Yeah, and they changed how the combat flowed as well, so it's like, it just didn't sit with me well, but I got probably like between 40 and 60% of the way through the game. I'm not sure exactly how far I got, but I put so many hours into it as well. It was a bit of a challenge, but...
Yeah. I know I'm definitely going back to Bloodborne as soon as I finish Dark Souls 3 with
those two. I finished Bloodborne. I didn't get like the best ending because I still ran through it, but I kind of want to go back and start again, do it 100%, try and do it the way that like provides the ending that's supposedly desirable, and like try and understand all the like challenge dungeons that they have as well.
Yeah.
Because I never really delved into them.
Yeah, the last thing that I was at with Bloodborne was I got to, what's her face, Amelia? And she was just wrecking my shit.
She's
not fun.
She's a tough boss. Like, and she's supposed to be, like, I don't know, you can do her, like, midway through the game.
Is she not something that you need to fight to? No, you need to fight that to progress, right?
You need to fight her, yeah.
Okay.
So, like, it's either something you do really late because there's other paths you can take, but they're not immediately obvious. Or it's... I don't know. It can be done at, like, many different stages of the game, but it's, like, critical for
essentially,
progress.
you have to do it.
Yeah.
All right.
Like, you have to get an item from beating her.
Yeah, what I'm thinking is
cutscene.
What I'm thinking is I'm just going to keep leveling up because I feel like after playing Dark Souls 3 and not having that slash to gain back health, when I go back into Bloodborne, I feel like I'm going to be a little bit more skilled in playing Bloodborne, and I'll be able to actually like tackle things better.
Yeah, you'll be more conservative with it, so you'll like be able to move in, move out. Like I guess that's a lot of how I played as well. And because the hunter's so much faster as well, it's easier to not get hit.
Yes.
Whereas in Dark Souls, it's just like, oh, I can block, which doesn't always work because there's not many shields that reduce 100% of the damage. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but it's very well designed, so I'm having a lot of fun playing it.
But going back to Overwatch, are you going to be picking it up PS4?
I will not be because I tried the beta, didn't really get along with it, and I don't really have the time.
Okay.
Because at the moment we're trying to like get music and podcasts and this website out and everything else. I think by the time that I'd be even remotely interested in it, it might have died down a bit, and I've still got to work through Dark Souls 3. I'm still playing Destiny like a crazy person. Like by the time this comes out, there'll have been an announcement stream for what's coming next as well.
Yeah.
And like those two games, Diablo 3 that I'm playing through with Rachel and Minecraft, they really cover all the bases of games that I want to play.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got my shooty looty game, which is Destiny. I've got my hack and slash looty game, which is Diablo. I've got my hack and slash grindy game, which is Dark Souls 3, and then I've got Minecraft, which is just relaxing
mindless,
and fun.
like yeah. So you're pretty much covered. You really don't need any more on your plate.
Yeah, so I'm covered for all the games I want, which is kind of upsetting. But No Man's Sky comes out later in the year, and that's going to be a new exploration-y kind of game that
that got pushed back too recently, right?
Yeah, it got pushed back to August from what would have been the week before RTX.
Which is good, because you know what? It's like, I want to play that as well.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like, right now, there's so much shit piled up for me, too. And just like, I feel like if I don't get that on release, though, like, I'm going to fall so far behind, and it's just going to be, like, daunting to, like, get into it.
So yeah, I don't really know how it's
going
to progress. So, like, whether it's going to be... It looks like it's obviously persistent worlds, but the worlds regenerate their resources, so it's difficult. It's like a persistent universe, but the worlds are instant to the different people that turn up to them.
I mean, they could probably do, like, if, for instance, there's a flower that you pick up, you know, it's like one person picks it up, but that flower still remains on your screen even though, like, another person on your screen is picking something up.
Yes, yeah.
I'm guessing, like, because that's like, I'm pretty sure that's how World of Warcraft worked, or, like, any MMORPG like that.
Yeah, it works like that in Diablo. So, like, if I pick up something from a satchel, the satchel will still be untouched on another person's screen. So, I'll just be like, oh, there's a satchel here. Come see the satchel.
Yeah,
I'll pick it up. They'll pick it up.
That game looks amazing, man. It's just like, I don't know. I feel like I would, because if it gets released in August, like, I'm only gonna have that month, and then it just like shit's gonna kick off. Because I may possibly next week have an interview for a big high-paying job thing. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed for that.
Nice.
Yeah, I might be breaking out of the pet store life.
Wicked.
So if that kicks in, along with school, it's like gaming might not be a thing I may be able to do as often as I want.
Yeah.
So I may have to put that on hold, and it's unfortunate, but
you've got to make that money.
To make that sacrifice, you know.
Yeah.
So that way you could live it up later on in life and play all the games.
Yeah. But then more games will have come out, and it becomes that difficult point where you're just like, which games do I have to play?
Well, you know,
so right now, I'm like, I'm playing no games.
You know, 10 years down the line, I'm going to be on a podcast and be like, oh yeah, like that No Man's Sky game that came out when I was like in my late 20s. Yeah, I didn't get it when it first came out. You know, and the story continues, just like with Resident Evil.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like one game that I really want to get. I'm not sure right now, especially with Mirror's Edge Catalyst, it's being like, it's really expensive.
That's coming out really soon too, right?
Yeah, that's coming out next week as far as I can tell. And I want that, but I'm not willing to pay 55 quid for it because that's ludicrous.
Was the first one short? Because I never played the first one.
The first one, me and my friend ran through in a single day, in like a single session. But that doesn't mean it wasn't 8 hours and we sat on the couch and like passed off controllers. And we were playing it kind of in a harder mode because there was an achievement to get through the game without firing a weapon at all. Apart from in one section where you need to shoot a truck that's driving along the road. Like the rest of it, you don't need to use a gun at all. You can just do everything hand to hand, which like added probably an hour or two to the game, just because you just needed to think of a decent path to avoid all the enemies. But yeah, like I said, you could probably run through that game in 5 or 6 hours, handily. And but it was a good game, but it didn't. It needed more content.
I feel like that was one of those games that came out when I didn't have a current gen console, which was 360. Did that come out for PS4 or PS3 and 360, or was that a 360 exclusive?
It came out PS3 360.
As
far as I remember.
That was definitely a game that came out when I didn't have a current gen console at the time. So I missed out on all of it. And like I see all the hype about it, I'm like, well, I never played, so I don't really know what to be excited about. In a sense. So it's been under my radar. Yeah, I don't think there's really any other games that I'm like really thinking about picking up.
No, there's only the two for this year, so I'm just like, it's only Mirror's Edge Catalyst, maybe.
But then again,
hopefully, if it comes down in price, and then No Man's Sky. So
yeah, but then again, E3's coming up in a week or 9 days, so we might be getting some release dates on things. I want Horizon Zero Dawn. Horizon Zero Dawn.
Horizon Zero Dawn.
That game looks cool as fuck.
Yeah,
I would play the shit out of that.
Yeah, we're getting a whole bunch of new games like announced next week. So yeah, and with the Destiny announcement as well. Like I play too much Destiny as it is. I actually think I've played half an hour this week, and that's all I've played, which is like the lowest in so long.
I'm surprised you're not like standing around like scratching at your neck, like I need my fix, I need my Destiny fix.
I'm doing well at that because I'm distracting myself with other things, and there's nothing for me. Like I hit max light, which is 335 right now, and I'm like, okay, I'm done. Apart from the 2 things I really want to do, which are the hard raid, which means I need to do the normal raid a whole bunch of times, or I wait till the next thing comes out, and it's like. Values are nerfed, so I can just do it easily.
Well, are they? I heard that apparently they were gonna stop releasing things for the current Destiny, and like they're working on Destiny quote like 2. Is it
2? Yeah,
is it called just Destiny 2, or is it like?
At the moment, it's called Destiny 2. I think it's gonna have a different name entirely, and people are gonna freak.
I would hope so, because that just I don't know. It just seems kind of lame.
Yeah, like, seems stupid. But
like, I feel like they could step it up from that.
Yeah, there's like a planned expansion for later this year because it was supposed to be Destiny 2 that came out this year or early next year, but it got pushed and delayed, so they're like working on an expansion to come out in maybe September. Hopefully. By the time this comes out, I'll be proven right or wrong by the fact that there's a live stream happening on Wednesday. So
well, hopefully it's one of those things that they like if they do release something to like give to fans due to the fact that it's Destiny 2 has been delayed, that it's not something like half-assed and they really put work into it.
Oh no, this time it should be something that they've really put work into.
I would really hope so, because again, it's like I got into Destiny, like I got back into it a tiny little bit, and then I fell off again. It was just like, I don't know, man, the game just like, I really tried getting back into it, and just like, something about it, like, just looking even at pictures just kind of makes me want to vomit. Like, it's just left a bad taste in my mouth, unfortunately, and it's like, I don't think I'm ever going to be able to get past that. Like, there was this game called Rage that came out.
Yep.
And Rowan and I thought it was going to be a co-op game. It turned out there's only, like, certain parts that are co-ops, like these little multiplayer parts. And the game left such a bad taste in my mouth that every time I see a picture of the cover or anything related to the game, like, I get nauseous. It is so bad. And I kind of feel that's what's happened with me and Destiny, and it's like, I feel so bad, but, like, I can't get over it. I tried so many times, and it just doesn't happen.
Oh, well. Like,
but as long as
it's not for everyone. But...
Yeah, as long as my friends are getting good content, like, that's all I want, because I know a good amount of people that are really excited for it. So as long as you guys are getting good content, I'm happy.
Woo! Cool. Well, let's wrap up this final episode of Topham Chats by just being like, yeah, we're found across the internet.
Woo!
So where could we find you across the internet, Raph?
You could find me on the Twitters at Raph_Naps. You can find me on the YouTubes if you look up Shimmy Sham Space Gaming.
Cool.
That's a space bar hit, not space as in the word. And you could find me on the Twitches with Shimmy Sham_Gaming. Cool. And my MySpace is XX Raph likes to sleep all the time XX. And my GeoCities is I don't have a name currently, but I will be with you if you sign on to GeoCities XX Love. Yeah, so there we go.
Okay, cool. Well, my name is Topham, but I'm going by the moniker Etherfar probably from now on my website, which will be etherfar.com.
Say it one more time for the people in the back who didn't hear you.
Etherfar is spelled ITHAFAR.com. And I've got a Twitter account for that, a SoundCloud, there'll be a website, there'll be a Bandcamp for the music, and then I've got my regular Twitter, which is Destroy Topham, and I am also just Topham on the Rooster Teeth site, but I think I'll be kind of segmenting myself away from there when I'm doing the podcast in the future. Yeah.
Sweet. And thank you for having me on the 100th episode. And also congrats. Again, once again, congrats on the 100th episode.
Thank you very much.
You are an amazing person, and I wish you the best of luck in the future.
Thank you very much, sir. And thank you everyone for listening. You're all my favourites. I'll catch you soon. Goodbye.